So hello everyone, and I'm currently working on my school game project, which is a simple game about school life with a story that we as a group needed to make using pygame, which is a set of libraries to make a game, which uses also SDL, abbreviature for a simple direct media layer library, a very popular and widely used library for handling multimedia tasks, but it's not that important for now. And of course, we are doing it in the programming language named Python. We were given about 3 months to do this kind of project or even complete it if we manage to. And today I want to show you this project as a whole. What we are doing, what it is about, how close we are to being finished, and what will we do with this game. Spoiler alert, I will publish it on GitHub with GPL license, which means it will be open source and you can do with it whatever you want. So firstly, I wanted to talk about what is it. Well, it's a simple game that we are currently working on, and it's one of our projects in school. We need to make a game in adventure style or genre using pygame set of libraries in Python language, of course, and we have gotten 3 months to make and polish it. Currently, we're almost through 2 months, which is the half of the time we got till the deadline and a little even more. And I will continue on making this project even after deadline. So here is how it looks. Now I will run it. You can see first the menu. We have here like buttons, settings, where you can change also your music volume. And later on you will be able to change a lot more, like resolution or specific settings in the game. And I want to make it highly customizable and configurable, so you would not need even to So you would not need even to know any of the programming to do it, and that will be really cool actually. And also I have added so you can change the input. You can play also with the gamepad, controller, joystick, and you can play with the keyboard. Currently you can change the input only for keyboard, but later on we will change it. It's not that hard to change, but we are currently working on other things. Which when you do, it's easier to say, wow, you have made a lot of progress. For example, something like how it looks. But let's get into it. So let's start the game. Here is how it looks. You are spawning on the map. Here is a teleport where you will be teleported like a spawn point for the player. You can also go through and you will see NPC, which stands there. And also the cool thing that you can interact with him and he will respond to you with a kind of 15 different phrases that you can use, and you can even expand it. And later on I would love to add something that you can expand it yourself, because it's really easy. It's like a list of the data which is input for this NPC interaction. And this is really cool. You can see this is just testing or alpha even map. We're going through it. You will see that actually this should be a school building, because this is a game about school. So school life, yeah, generally. And it's made out of snow till now, because we have no drawings. And I'm not that good at drawing, and some other participants that I do with don't draw well either, so yeah, we have right now just got tile sets from itch.io, but later on I will love to do 2 versions, which will be version 1 with pre-made tile sets and version 2 with the versions that I have made myself, which will be cool. And I will continue on working on this game even after those last month that we got. So you have also, when you go right there, you can see there's also items that are being spawned. You can also pick up them and they will show you in the inventory. The coolest actually thing in inventory, you have one item picked up. It will be centered in the center of your HUD or HUD or how you want to call it, inventory. And then when you pick up the second item, it will be centered off. So it will be like, here's one item, and then when you get second, it just goes there, so it's in center. That's really cool thing actually. We have also teleports, so we are going into the building. You have like this small teleports zones where you go into them. When you collide with them, you're teleported to the next building, which is in our case school building, I don't know, and there is an NPC, which is an NPC enemy entity, and when you interact with him, you will start fighting with him. I have also implemented like yesterday, so that you have a level, and your level increases when you defeat him. So that's cool too. After that, you will only be able to interact with him after you have defeated him, or he has defeated you, doesn't matter. And phrases he uses comes also to the point where have you defeated him or have he defeated you, who won at the end. So that's too cool. And I really have a lot of the plans, but let's talk about how was it made. It's really cool too. And spoiler, it is in development and everything can change later on. As it was already mentioned before, this game was made using pygame set of libraries, and therefore this game is written also in Python because of the name of pygame. Py, abbreviature for Python, and game, of course. Now I will show you some of the samples of the code, because this game will be open source, so it doesn't matter if I show them or not. You will be able to see that later on. And right now it's not public, but I will publish it later when I see that you can actually play this game and have fun. Because right now there is nothing you can do. No goal whatsoever. Firstly, the main.py. This is our main logic, so to say. Here's a run logic and other methods which can be run on. And here I will switch from VRChat to just computer without VRChat, yeah. So here is our main.py file. This is our run logic, our main class scheme. I will just run how it works just really fastly without even going into much detail. And later on, if you would like to know more about it, you can stop this video and look for yourself how it works, or it will be public later on GitHub. So first we are importing like pygames modules. Pygame, you can think of it as a framework. It is essential part. It like draws everything right here. Everything here is made with help of it. We import here some other modules, for example, from settings, from sprites, groups, dialog, menu, inventory, HUD, items, game data, input, timer, music, game time. These are all classes which I have built here, some that we have built as a group too. When you go here, you will see these are like classes which do specific tasks. One that is very important for us right now also too is settings. From settings import everything. We're importing from it everything, because settings has all imports of music that you are able to choose, sound effects, texts, fonts, for example, and images for specific animations, and characters, health bar, buttons, items, and so on. From here we also import some other modules that are needed to be accessible for more than just one class. And then in every class you're just importing everything, and so you import this vector, for example, too, for time, random, and so on. We are initializing here also for music, setting up for font and everything else, giving like tile size, how big our tile set is so that it will be drawn correctly. Window width, window height is also giving here as a constant. We have world layers, which is very important because we say here what is drawn on which layer. For example, water is drawn beneath everything, then there is a background, then there is a shadow, then there is items, main, and top. Main, this is where character is being drawn, and top when something should be drawn even higher than the character is. We have here OS and sys. Why do we need that? OS is needed for saying in which directory something is. For example, I want to import this from this directory because, as you might know, or as you might not know, Windows use different approach from any other Unix systems. Directory layout is really different. And also Unix-like systems use / normal / when Windows has decided to use this. When you add something like this, a lot of programming languages you will do with help of it new line, with help of it tab, and so on. But okay, it doesn't matter right now. So here is where we initialize everything, where we actually get data from. Then we go to main.py. With object-oriented programming, we are creating class game. When it's initialized, we initialize specific things, variables. We get some classes initialized to specific variables, which we are declaring. Then we are configuring pygame. This is screen flex. This is also for better performance. Right now we don't need actually double buff because it's not running in full screen, but later on we will. Display surface, we are getting here. This should be window width, window height, and then this flex for screen. So this is basically telling us how big the screen should be and how should it be drawn with flex. We set a caption, school game project, which you can see here. We have some other variables, groups, and this sprites groups is actually where everything is being drawn. Here we have normal sprites, here we have border sprites, collidable sprites, transition sprites that have specific things that are drawn differently, and here we have groups, all sprites, how they're drawn. We have based on layer, so to say, first we'll draw background sprites, then main sprites, and then foreground sprites. And this is based on here, on which world layer is it. So like, if we don't want to get more in detail, it's like setting up here everything. We have also HUD, and we just basically import everything that we have here, like entities, even game data. Game data is cool because it's interact data for NPCs. For example, here the phrases he can use, or they can use, NPC enemy interact data. When, for example, here's when he is defeated, or here when he has defeated you. Here are specific for item datas, like if item is rare or epic or mythic or legendary. Why is it like that? It should be like that, okay. And then also we have like some other things like battle.py, it's where you are going to be attacking. It's like basically those menus. We have button.py, it's just having those buttons in game. Like when I run the game, these buttons. There's also a slider, which is this thing. Those are dialogues when you speak with persons. Those are entities like players, which have specific input for joystick logic, for main input logic, move up, move down. I've also done here input.py, which I think I would need to completely rework. But here it is, move left is assigned to this key, to this key, to this key, to this key. And those keys are also, there are specific keys for joystick, and so on. You have menus here. Timer is also do this for a specific period of time. That's it, because if I want to explain more, I will need to go in more detail. But last thing what I wanted here to show you, we are importing here assets because we have like tile maps, because as you see, for us everything here is our tile sets. It's .pmx files and so on, so we are importing them based on what we need to set up everything. We're getting the positions of where our spawn points, so we are using also tiled application. This is like an application where you can easily place tile sets, place specific images on background, and then just use it for, and it's supported also for a lot of game engines and so on. It's very cool, and that's how we have drawn completely this map, these trees and the stones and so on, and the school. They're saving later on in those TMX files. We are saving like terrain, for example, should be with this width, a height. Objects should be on this specific coordinates, and there is entity spawn point, and so on. And here it's just basically functions for menu logic, get press keys, main run logic where everything runs. We are getting events from input and so on. We are running debug, for example, if we need actually to update game state, where we update everything, then render game world, then handle music system and so on, and process interactions. And then in the end, how we run everything is just game equals game and game.run. Run everything if we are in main, so just say range. If we are here, and this folder right now in this class run it. And that's how we run the game. That's how it works. There is actually a lot even to it. Like, you need to look out everything in input, groups, HUD, how everything this works with also with camera and items. But that's a lot, and if you really want to look how it works, then you can pause the video in sections, or later on it will be accessible on GitHub. And yeah, that's how it was made. So what are we actually planning to do? And here I want to show you my Notion app. So firstly, I want to show you. So now you will be able to see my notes, which we have written down as a group. But almost everything I have written down myself, because these are my notes. School game project. Now you can see my notes. And first one, short info about the project, which I want to really to talk about with you. What we actually have planned with the game, which is me. I don't know really if anyone will work on this. I think I'm the only one who will work on this, but it doesn't matter. This game project is a game about life in school. You will grow and complete all of the grades in high school, say go from, I don't know, 7th grade till 13. That's more like a high school. Where I live, high school starts from 7th grade. It does depend really, but here where I am in 7th grade, and goes to 13th grade, or if you want faster, 12th grade. You will also need to win bosses with help of writing exams. So bosses will be more like teachers, and you will write exams, and then you will get levels, get specific items, and these items will be something like, I don't know, pens or laptop or anything just else which you can use for studying better. I would want also to add some kind of story. I don't know if I will be able to do this, because it's hard to implement a lot of stuff in the game for a short period of time. How I mentioned before, this is project which I want really to continue work on. This is my single actually project which I have worked on for so long period of time, because I really wanted to do a big project somehow. I had no purpose, so to say, why would I do it, or what project even, and now I do have. So you will need to win bosses with help of writing exams, as I mentioned before, and finding pencils or perhaps other treasures. And using money you get from combating against your schoolmates, because you can go talk with schoolmates. There will be also some like entities which you can just generally talk to, which give you tips where items are, because some items gonna be on the map and you should be able to find them, but it can be hard when you don't know how to or where. And also I would like to add some kind of functionality there too, so it will not be that easy to find it. And also there will be kind of NPC which will give you tasks or whatsoever, and you will be able to do them and get some money. Some NPCs, they will give you some not really great tasks, and some they will do. And also there will be money or currency in the game, and using money you get from combating against your schoolmates, you can use them actually to buy skins, like outfits. And I would really like to do with which is like influence. I have played a little bit of Kingdom Come. I have seen just one thing in Kingdom Come. Depending on what you wear, NPCs will interact with you differently, and it's really cool. I will like to add some basic like functionality too. So the outfits will give you specific values to attributes, like how you look for specific groups. For example, if you're dressing elegantly, you will have better attributes for teachers, but worse for schoolmates. I know there will be like schoolmates that you will be better off with, some that not. It will be really cool, and so everyone you will need to get a specific outfit sometimes, and they influence your game sometimes too, a little bit, but that will be really cool. And sometimes that they can say, oh, you're today dressing like this or that. And to be fair, this is really not that hard to implement, really. Like when you give like a list, like values here, and you say here, this is my I don't know, my jacket or something else. And here you have values for them, like value for attribute, how gorgeous it looks, elegant look, and then how it looks for sport, is the clothing or something else. And then these attributes will be like multiplied or plus or change your player's attribute, and depending on the attribute it'll get another list where it gets interaction and so on. It's really not that hard actually to do. I can't explain right now how to do it. Yeah. And yeah, school life isn't easy, and so each new day for you in the game is new year for your character. There will be some kind of events there in those. There will be also, and we have right now there's a game time, and there will be like some events that happen in some game times. I would also like to add something like you go to home, there's like this yard with a lot of other homes, like in Pokemon, you can interact with them, like in older Pokemons in Game Boy. I don't know, newer ones, I have just played a little bit of older ones using emulator. And there will be like kind of events, for example, in 7 p.m. or 19:00, you will get home and then you will eat with your parents, for example, and they will discuss something and you will learn something new about some school life or general. You will get some tips, and you will open some new functionality to the game and so other things that will be really cool to do. Not only that, but there is also a storyline, which I have also mentioned. The story shows school life of innocent individuals in protagonist's eyes. Most heavily we were inspired by such games like Pokemon, as I mentioned before, but I don't really have played Pokemon, I just have a little tried it out in Game Boy, and I know like battle system of Pokemon. And also Undertale, which is a game like really cool, but I haven't played it till the end. I have played like only the start, the beginning, and I'm almost in the middle, maybe, I don't know. Because of its story, it has a cool story, and simpleness. It's really so simple, but really cool at the same time. I don't know, and yet so interesting, and it has really unique game experience, and that's what I want to do. Like, you don't have to do a lot of functionalities, bring them into the game. The most important ones is actually to make cool storyline or something else. So here is our project board. We want to add fighting zones, almost done. Actually, you can call this done, I don't know. Create a story for our game, create graphics, money system, sound and music to the game. I have already done this. This is a little outdated actually. I can show you another one, which is on my other page. Tile sets, maps, yeah, animations, we have already added them. Foundation, pygame, create a player, camera. So yeah, we have also added camera, NPC, interactions, spawn points, menu, rework items class. Yeah, I already did this. So here is a to-do list, and it's a really big one, and it will also expand. But what I really wanted to do is firstly player enemy sprites for battle menu, because we don't have them apparently right now, with some animations and cool transitions and whatsoever. Make dialogue more appealing with background, sprite for text, and you can just look out here and read something, and if you really want to, if you're really interested in. I will give you some time. Later I would like to add some, in the end, maybe save logic, which is really needed, but only we will be able to do this more on the end of the thing when game is can't be played, because then you will be able to, you will need to save those L values. We will have also player skins, side quests, slight modding or editing or customizing ability, changing some sprites, colors, textures, etc. And we'd like to add as more customizability as possible. It doesn't matter that it's open source and you can change basically everything if you know code, but I would like to add something that you can change it if you're not that in code. Because I really liked to tinker with all of the games. I really liked the game actually, Watch Dogs, and Watch Dogs 2, and Watch Dogs 1 was really great. Legion is terrible, in my opinion. The graphics are cool, but that's it. The Watch Dogs 2 was beloved, my beloved game, and I really liked it. And I also needed to install DXVK or DirectX, yeah, DirectX, a library myself, the newer one, in order to fix some bugs, which is why, but okay. I want to make HUD look gorgeous, HUD, add some drawings, clock pixel drawing, inventory pixel drawing, health pixel drawing, and so on, which will be really cool. And fix bugs with drawing. There are some bugs, as you see. And I want to do some optimization. I have done only one for now, which is drawing not like every single time on tile set, but instead making the setup, making one tile set, and then drawing the whole tile set as one picture, and that's it. And I had improved in 2 times my FPS, which is cool, but that's it for now. Later on I will try to do something, because there are some classes that I need to change or do something there. Yeah, but that's, yeah. Oh, I have some ideas too, which were really cool. I will have inspired by some other people, or inspired through something, and I had just in my mind, and I was like, I need to write it down. I need to write it down. Oh, sorry. sorry. My microphone. Wait. Sorry. Adding like a library where you can find, learn something, like to be able to open items. For example, there's 2 things that I can do. I can say, oh, in library you'll be able to open new items which you will be able to explore and find, because before you will be not able to find them. Or I can say you will be able to find those items, but you will not be able to use them in the combat, and you'll be only able to use them only when you go to library and then learn about it. And you also get experience, or else we can do, you will go off your experience and do that. I don't know, we will see. I will see too. What do you think will be really cool to add? Levels, you can upgrade to levels with help of libraries. Yeah, I have added levels, but only added like blank, like libraries there. Yay, not libraries, levels. Items that regenerate health. After fight you lose your health, so that means you have fought 1 time, it's hard to continue fighting. Then 2, you will be able to restore health by sleeping till the next day, or by using specific item for this, like eating, I don't know, we will see. NPCs can respond to you based on your outfit, which I have already mentioned, items, or perhaps even attributes like health. Oh goddamn, you have so low of health. Maybe you need to go visit a doctor, which will be there in school too. Oh, it will be so cool, and you can interact with principals and so on. That will be really cool. Or levels also. Items that aren't allowed in school must be hidden so that no principal can see it. For example, you can get like items, I don't know, like knife perhaps? I don't know. But not really that. I mean something more like normal. I know school say you're not allowed to use gum, for example. And in fight you'll be able to use it for, I don't know, for some things. So yeah. When level up, do cool animation sprites, because right now it does nothing. And will be cool to have the animation sprites. Boom! White booms! That'll be really cool to do. Ooh. That's it actually. And I have wanted also to talk about, because this is a long video right now, I didn't want it to be that long, but what I wanted also to say, how will we publish it and where? It will be published on GitHub. I have already published on GitHub, but publicly, so you're not able to go into this right now. But later on it will be. So stay tuned. I will provide my GitHub there if you really want to, if you're curious about other projects which I've made and abandoned maybe. I don't know. There are still some projects that I do. You can have my .dot files for like Linux systems and so on. I will publish there the game, and also I will try to publish it on itch.io, because I am able to do like an exe file, executable file. I have done already that. That will be really cool, so that everyone will be able to see it in itch.io. Go place when you're making a game. I don't even know where the games will lead us, where it will go, how it will be. Interesting to see. What do you think about this? Please write in comments. What do you think about the game? What you have like ideas about the game or can add, because I will read everything. Because this is a small channel, I will read everything. And even if it was bigger, I'm just curious, after all, what other people think. Yay. And also, what do you think about this? Like, I'm recording in VR chat. I think the video is more engaging in some sort. I have created a YouTube account where I will record a video about just generally talking, and there I will use VR chat too. Because, I mean, I don't want to record myself. I have like this, I don't know. I can't look in myself, even in mirrors. I have no images on my phone of myself. If I do have one, I have deleted it instantly. That's a terrible thing. So, yeah. And also I can visualize something like here, this, like this. I have also hand trackings, but I generally turn them off because, I mean, why? Why would I use them? Because they have a bad tracking, like I go this, and then they're not responding anymore, and visually it's like bugging everywhere. My hands are going everywhere. Thank you very much for watching this video. This is really long video. I wanted to post this video about 2 weeks ago. Doesn't matter, because this isn't one of my routines. I mean, YouTube, I would like to do this more often, but I have troubles with doing things that are in my routine. On the routine, I mean, I do something for 3 days, and then I can't stop doing it. Then it's like my routine. And this is like this. When I do the first video and upload, then I have like this driving force to doing it. Let's go, let's do a video, but then if I don't for a couple of days, then no. So thank you for watching this video, and bye. Hope you have a good time. Bye. Oh, the cool thing, I can also be like, okay, bye. What is happening? I can do even capybara, which is okay. Bye. 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 Bye.